no boarding pass needed. It's all done by face scan. Scary, but convenient. Not supposed to vlog in here. This is where it all started. Clean, it looks tidy, it looks organized.
Today we are flying one of Asia's best budget airlines, eating spicy noodles, and we go down memory lane because I will take you to the place where my YouTube journey started. So brace yourself for another aviation adventure. If you're new to the channel, my name is Josh Cahill, a multi-award winning aviation YouTuber with over 500 million views, and I love to hold airlines accountable for the promises they make. My favorite hobby? Featuring unique airlines from all over the world. I organized Afghanistan's first all-female flight, and I'm also proudly banned from Qatar Airways.
So guys, and here we are, a beautiful good morning from Hong Kong International Airport, flying to Beijing today. So let's check in. So, Hong Kong Express Area H. And this is airline 224 for me.
Hong Kong,
Beijing?
to Beijing.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's stay in Beijing or transport from Beijing?
I stay in Beijing, yeah.
How long stay?
3 days.
3 days?
Yeah,
You have a visa?
I don't need a visa. I have a German passport.
Okay.
Yeah. So I need to check in here? Or...
Because it's a long line, you see.
Oh, it's a long line,
Maybe
right.
you can try the machine. If it doesn't work, so get in the line. Then
Okay.
will be fast.
Okay, thank you very much. But I still have to drop my bag anyways.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The machine will plan the bed for you. So you get the bed to the number 2 to bed job, that's okay.
Alright, okay, cool, fantastic, thank you. Alright, visa not required. Let's see, check bags, 1, confirm. It does work. Right, and now I need to drop my bag. This one goes in there? Or?
This is...
Stick
it here.
I stick it there?
Yeah, this is your receipt.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I now? Yeah. All finished? All good? I can go now? Thank you. Bye. So, all checked in successfully for my Hong Kong Express flight to Beijing. First, when you get to the counter area, lots of people. It seems a bit overwhelming, and then you have to use those counters, which usually never work, but it all worked perfectly fine, and there's also staff to help you in case you get stuck. Just dropped my luggage, and the whole process took like 6-ish minutes. And I was all checked for my flight to Beijing. Now let's go and get some coffee. I need my morning coffee. So I was wondering, do I have some Mackies or some Starbucks for breakfast? But I think it's going to be McDonald's. The Golden Arches. Let's be real, nothing beats a sausage McMuffin and a hash brown for breakfast. Perfect start into the day. Cheers. So batteries are full. Thanks to a good Mackey's breakfast. Now let's head to the gate. So as you saw, everything here is automated and facial recognition. Quite scary. And listen to my prediction. In like 50-ish years, we're all enslaved anyways. There won't be anything we'll be able to do anymore. The time of great revolutions where people overthrew governments, they will be finished. Because as soon as you step outside your door with the cameras, facial recognition, and all that kind of stuff, this is where the journey ends. And this is going to be the reality. So still enjoy the freedom that you have left, because in a couple of years, this will be all over. So guys, and here we are to the most depressing part of the Hong Kong airport, which is one of the most beautiful in the world, because these are the bus gates, and this is what Hong Kong Express uses. You barely get a bus gate here in Hong Kong, but yeah, this is the reality of budget traveling in Hong Kong. So I've been coming to Hong Kong airport for the past 15 years, but I've never noticed this massive sky bridge there. Is it new? Let me know in the comment section below. So I'm sure my generation, born 1986, still remembers a phone booth, right? Which you would use back in the days to call your girlfriend or whoever. And this is what a phone booth looks like in 2025. With no phone anymore, but what you do is you gotta bring your own phone. So yeah, the only advantage of this phone booth without a phone is the noise cancellation. And then you have chargers here as well, and regulations of using the phone booth. The phone booth is for making phone calls only. Not supposed to block in here. So let's go out of here. But I like the idea. Bring back the good old phone booths. So nice. So bus boarding it is. And once again, no boarding pass needed. It's all done by face scan, facial recognition. Scary, but convenient at the same time.
And this is our plane today, one of 41 Airbus A320s the airline is operating. The carrier is fully owned by Cathay Pacific and operates a vast network of flights within Asia. So far, I've been highly impressed by the operation, and I hope it's going to continue on board as well. This Airbus A320 CEO is coming in a full budget layout featuring 180 seats.
Yeah, thank you. So guys, and here we are, welcome on board Hong Kong Express Airbus 320. So yeah, you walk into the cabin, lovely crew, big smile on their face, friendly. Also the cabin looks clean, it looks tidy, it looks organized. It just looks like a decent budget airline. What stands out is the advertisement that you have at every seat. I also pre-ordered a meal, so let's see what that is like. And yeah, flight time is roughly 3 hours to Beijing Daxing Airport, the new airport, which I've never been to. I've been flying in and out of the old airport plenty of times when I lived there for 3 years, but it's going to be my first time to the new airport as well, which I'm super excited about. Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN, a service I have been using for the past 5 years. And let me give you a few good reasons why you should get Surfshark VPN as well.
By using Surfshark VPN, you get around online censorship. Whether you want to access TikTok in India, make video calls in the Middle East, or use Instagram in Russia, and all this while protecting your online identity, especially when using public Wi-Fi.
My favorite part? Finding cheaper flight deals by changing my location using a VPN, and I'm also able to access different Netflix libraries or watch the highlights of my favorite football team by getting around geolocation blocking. So all you have to do is go to surfshark.com/Josh Cahill. The link is also in the description box below, or use the code Josh Cahill at checkout to get 4 additional months for free. Now let's go back to the review.
A little menu was also part of the inventory, and then we pushed back on time for our flight to Beijing, passing some beautiful 747s on our way to the runway. I also get asked a lot about my keyring, so I'm still running a combo deal to get all 3 of them. The link is in the description box below. While climbing out of Hong Kong airport, I got blessed with beautiful views of the city, including including the old Cahill airport, which now serves as a port for cruise ships mainly. The good old days of aviation. So when you book your flight online with Hong Kong Express, you can pre-purchase some food. Got some cup noodles, though I tried to get the fries and burgers, but it wouldn't let me do it online. But it is available on the in-flight menu, which you have here as well. But yeah, let's see what my cup noodles taste like on the flight to Beijing. Cup noodles are among Asia's favorite snack. And while simple and easy, it's actually quite satisfying, though it was a little too spicy for me. Throughout the flight, the crew was very active, serving everyone, and they carried out their duties with a huge smile. Well done, Hong Kong Express. Definitely an airline that seems to be taking well care of their product, and to sum it all up, I was highly impressed by what I was offered today. So I'm definitely a happy customer today. We then landed at Daxing International Airport, which is hosting the world's largest single-building airport terminal, which is capable of handling 75 million passengers a year. Before COVID, Beijing Capital Airport was the second busiest airport on Earth, with 100 million annual travelers.
So here we are, welcome back to Beijing, China. And do you see this beautiful China Southern Airbus A350? Which I was on board delivering it in 2019 from Toulouse, from the Airbus factory, all the way to Guangzhou in China. Very nice, fun memories. Delivery flights are always fun. Yeah, so I was on this beauty a couple of years ago. I brought it to China. So nice welcome, but now let's go through immigration. Gotta admit, I had some hiccups in the past entering China, but I'm sure today we're gonna be okay. Let's see how it goes. And here we are, welcome to the land of CCTV. Literally cameras everywhere. Look at this. Big boy. They have me on their radar already. No issues at immigration. I was welcomed with a nice smile by the immigration officer, and here I am. I can see my bag, I can see my bag. There we go. Let's head to the city. So I just got some cash because unfortunately I can't reactivate my WeChat anymore, where you can just pay with a QR code or Alipay. So I had to get some cash. Though it's a cashless society very much, but they still have to accept cash. So, but now we're gonna take the subway to the city. I'm actually really excited. I had some of the best years of my life living in Beijing, and I'm so happy to actually see it again. I haven't been here in a while, so yeah, it's always beautiful or great to go down memory lane. So we are right here with Huiying. That's where I used to live, and my hotel is somewhere in Chaoyang, so somewhere around the Sanlitun area. So let's see how I get there. So I got the ticket. It's 3 stations until you get to the ring line, 35 yuan, and then from there onwards. So got the next ticket. Now we got to take line 10 for quite some stations until we get to my hotel.
属零吗？
I don't have no no change.
您这样一去里头破一样。
You keep it. It's okay. It's all right. Fine. It's your lucky day.
这里头破一样。
It's okay.
对呀。
It's your lucky day, yeah? Okay. Bye bye. It's okay. Hi there. Check in there. So all checked into the Marriott. Hilarious. It's this building, this hotel is literally next to my old office from my floor. I used to work here for an airline, which I don't want to disclose which one it was, but really great times here. All right, let's see what the room is like. 2204. Where is it? It's so dark in here. This is what a Marriott hotel room looks like in Beijing. And let's see what view we have here as well. So I can't spot any of the obvious sides, but this is the view that I have. IKEA is over there. I'm sure I've been to that IKEA because I remember when I had my little studio here, I urgently needed a desk, and I went to IKEA in, it's quite an experience going to IKEA in China. All right, guys, take a little break, and then I'm gonna take you guys to my old place here. The Olympic Stadium is just right there ahead of me. This is where I lived, north of the Olympic Park in Beijing. But yeah, I will take you guys there, but now I have to eat something. I'm really, really hungry. So guys, I just called an Uber. I'm going back where I used to live like 9 years ago. I really want to see what it's like. And next door from where I used to live, there's a little school where I worked on Saturdays teaching English because I really needed the money. So I'm gonna go there as well, and let's see whether they recognize me. It's gonna be fun. That's for me. Yeah, yeah. 谢谢啊，拜拜。So guys, and here we are. This is my old apartment building. This is where it all started. So this was my subway station here, Beijing, and I would walk out here, and this is exactly where I lived, in here. Obviously it changed a little bit. I can't actually believe that I'm here again after what? I think the last time I was here was 8 years ago. Look at this. I remember when I moved out here, I gave away all my airplane models. I had a huge collection. I gave them to all the security staff. And this is the building right here. 4th floor. Let's see if someone is at home. It looks pretty run down though. It was a lot nicer back in the days. So now let's find it. 402, 403. I remember it. Oh my god. This is it, 402. This used to be my apartment, my little studio. And no joke, I put those stickers here, GoPro and the Beats sticker, literally, 8, 9 years ago, 10 years ago. That's when I moved in here. And this is where it all started. After work, I would come here, I would write my blogs. I started a website at this time. And this is where I also edited my first YouTube video in here with the dream of becoming a YouTuber one day and gaining subscribers and creating views and turn this into a full-time job. And here's where it all began, right here in Huiying, a very tiny suburb in the north of Beijing. One thing is though, they fixed the lock here. I remember it was really hard to open the door. So my old grocery store used to be around the corner there. There was a 7-Eleven as well back in the days. And yeah, that was literally my neighborhood here. This is where it all started. That was my home. So there's not a lot of foreigners living in this part of Beijing, so I was always a rare attraction. So people would always look at me, they stare at me like, wow, there's a Lao Wai, there's a foreigner here, wow. And it's still the same, they're still looking at me in a curious way. That really feels like a stroll down the memory lane. You know those feelings, those emotions that you experience when you come back to a place that had such an impact on your life, and you remember how easy life was back then, how eager you were, how you were still dreaming to achieve all the things that you really wanted in life. This is how I feel right now, because this is where it all started for me. I always say, when I came to Beijing, I was still a boy. I didn't really know what to do with my life. I had all those dreams. I was super eager. I didn't really have a plan. I didn't really have money. And I wanted to skip a few steps getting to where I am today, I guess. But when I was in Beijing and I had my first ever really stable job, I was making money, was able to save money. At the same time, after working hours, worked on my website, on my YouTube. Yeah, baby steps. But here in this country, in China, that's why I'm so grateful to it as well. This is where I became a man. All these emotions and gratitude especially is what I feel right now. And sometimes those little miracles happen in very unknown suburbs of Beijing. Here we are. And over there, in this tower there, this is where the mall is. There's a shopping mall, and inside the mall is that school. My go-to Starbucks is still there as well. It's very nice to see. So over there is a Starbucks. I used to go there every Saturday morning before my class, because you need coffee, no? Coffee is life. I'm pretty excited to see whether the school is still here. But I still remember that escalator coming up here. So it's just over there around the corner. It was called Stanley English School. So let's see whether Stanley is still around. Let me tell you, the mall still smells the same as it did 10 years ago. So that barbershop was here as well 10 years ago. Ruined my hair once. I still remember that as well, that trauma. But no, it's not here anymore. That used to be my school. This is where I used to teach English back in the days, but it's gone. No more Stanley. That's sad. I wonder where they moved to. Because they were really big at one point. That's a shame that they're not here anymore. Yeah. Well, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. But back here, remember, that's where our office was. So I had to prepare for my class, obviously. And the office was right in the back. Yeah, here was the toilet, and that was our office. Right here, that's where I would prepare for my classes. But they're gone, such a shame. Good old Stanley School. I'm sure they moved somewhere else to a better location because they were doing really, really well. Well guys, unfortunately there won't be a happy ending. The school is gone, no idea where they moved to, but thanks for joining me on this little trip down the memory lane. Yeah, to a place, an area that really means a lot to me. That's where I can really say where it all started. For example, this big screen here, they would play an advertisement of the school which I filmed and edited as well. It was a really good piece. I was very proud of it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. Now I have 2 days in Beijing, and then I'll be flying the Comac 919, the Chinese manufactured plane of Air China, to Shanghai, and then from Shanghai I'll be flying Austrian Airlines. So something new. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this trip. It was a little bit different today. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below how your story started. What is the place that made you a man? Which city? Which country? Where did you move to and your life turned around? I want to know from you what it was. I want to hear that. So leave that in the comment. Also guys, check out my Patreon if you want to access some extra perks such as my WhatsApp group, early access to my videos, your name in the credits, the Cahill keyring, and so many more perks for you to enjoy. Other than that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I shall see you guys next week from somewhere else around the world.